Hola a todos, bienvenidos un día más, bienvenidos a esta aventura que estamos realizando de The Council. Vamos a continuar donde lo habíamos dejado con el cónclave segunda parte, intentando convencer a George Washington. Así que, bueno, vamos a echar primero un vistacillo por aquí, a ver qué hay para saquear.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Vale, por lo que veo,
I have no space left. I'll
aquí ya
retrieve
no hay
later.
nada para coger. Entiendo que es por aquí, ¿verdad? Porque por aquí era para no abandonar. ¿Vale? Pues lo mismo he ido al revés.
Let me in, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that's impossible.
Come now. There's nothing secret going on in there. Let me in.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I cannot say, sir. I am to follow Lord Mortimer's instructions.
Can you at least tell me who is still in the room? I'm looking for a guest.
Of course, sir. It would seem that only Lord Mortimer and Mr. Napoleon are present. The other guests have gone back to their rooms by another door.
I'm looking for President Washington. Would you know where he is by any chance?
Unfortunately not, sir. All I can say to sir is that the President is no longer in the conference room.
All right. I'll go looking for him myself. Thank you.
Have a good evening, sir.
Bueno, pues vamos a buscar entonces dónde puede estar George Washington. ¿Estará en su habitación, quizás? Esto era el Salón Escarlata. Y por aquí parece que no tenemos a nadie, ¿verdad? Efectivamente. Aquí no hay nadie. Así que vamos a ir, yo creo que derechos a su habitación. Al segundo piso. Y a ver si lo encontramos ahí, que sería lo suyo. ¿Por qué está eso tirado por el suelo? Napoleón Bonaparte. Y ese cartel pone Jacques Perú.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar. A pattern with 4 circles. Dear Monsieur Peru,
Estimado Monsieur Perú, le escribo para expresarle mi agradecimiento por su inversión. Los fondos que ha enviado son fundamentales para llevar a cabo la renovación del ala oeste del orfanato. Los niños que mandó se encuentran de maravilla. Muy pronto el pequeño Pierre empezará a dar sus primeros pasos. Algunos siguen teniendo pesadillas con sus padres en el patíbulo, pero estoy convencida de que desaparecerá con el tiempo. Por si decide enviarnos más, quiero comentarle que pronto dispondremos de otros 20 camas. Los niños y yo podremos agradecérselo lo suficiente. Viva la República, viva Francia, hermana Marie-Hélène.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Vale. Por aquí no hay nada. Estanterías, veamos. No, no hay ningún libro. Aquí hay... Mi querida niña Eleonor, me gustaría compartir contigo mis pensamientos más tranquilos del momento. No hace falta que te diga lo mucho que te echo de menos y cuánto me arrepiento de haberme separado de ti. Pero sé que serás virtuosa y valiente y que estarás a salvo con tu hermana María Helene. Nunca podré enmendar mis errores, pero ahora sé cómo mantenerte a salvo de sus consecuencias de una vez por todas. Ten siempre presente mi devoción y mis cariños paternales. Nunca dudes de ellos, pase lo que pase. Debes saber que todo saldrá bien al final. Me aseguraré de protegerte, cueste lo que cueste, así que mantén la confianza y la serenidad en tiempos de dificultades. Con todo mi amor, tu orgulloso padre. Vale, por ahí podemos salir y no sé si habrá algo. Pero primero vamos a ver si por aquí hay algo para coger. No tiene pinta, ¿no? Elixir dorado. El elixir dorado cura alteraciones negativas. La próxima habilidad no tiene coste. Bueno, pues a priori parece que no hay nada. Ay, espera, a ver, un momento. Lo del balcón, que no se me olvide. A ver si hay algo por aquí para coger. Hombre, mira dónde estaba. Y está... Ah, vale, creo que era una mancha de sangre. Vale. Y por aquí se puede avanzar hacia aquí, tal vez. Se puede avanzar, pero no deja entrar por aquí. Vale. Pues vamos a ver qué nos cuenta Espero.
Leave me, de Richet. I don't feel like talking.
Your door was ajar, and, well, given the state of your room, I was worried.
It's none of your business.
Very well. I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow, monsieur.
¿Esta habitación era la nuestra? ¿Puede ser? ¿O...? No sé en qué habitación acabo de entrar. Y por aquí no nos dejan, pues nada. Bueno, pues seguimos en busca de George Washington. Esta era la habitación de Emily, ¿vale? Manuel Godoy. Que en esta habitación creo que no llegamos a entrar porque estaba cerrada, ¿verdad? Y creo que es la primera vez que está abierta, puede ser. Llave con el símbolo del aire, efectivamente. No habíamos entrado.
Manuel Godoy, a painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty.
Vale, un poco de jalea.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke.
Madre mía. Vale, espera. Observar el cuadro, por si acaso, que esto cuesta cero y lo siguiente nos puede servir.
It's a letter. Let's see what it says. It reeks of perfume, and it's written in Spanish. Godoy, you really are a little devil.
Que acabamos de gastar el... A ver, hombre.
So, let's see what it says.
Mi delicada Pepita, me siento muy culpable por estar tan lejos de ti de nuevo, aunque sea por el bien de mi país. Me siento fatal por haber tenido que marcharme tras una estúpida discusión, ya que eres la única mujer a la que amo, Josefa, para siempre. Ya te lo he dicho antes, todo lo que tengo, todo lo que puedo ofrecerte, se lo debo al afecto de la reina. Sigamos unidos, por favor, incluso en el sacrificio, por nosotros y por nuestros futuros hijos. Deja de ponerte celosa, tú eres la única que ocupa mis pensamientos. Todo lo demás es un juego, te lo juro.
It seems the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
Vale, limpiamos eso. Señor Duque, aquí tiene la información que ha obtenido nuestro servicio de inteligencia. Puedo confirmar sin lugar a dudas que el señor Hay está trabajando en un acuerdo con Gran Bretaña. El objetivo parece ser el de debilitar la economía francesa y en secreto también la española mediante la confiscación de mercancía en alta mar. Nuestros fondos públicos ya se resienten debido al embargo de los productos alimenticios franceses, por lo que un tratado como este acabaría con nuestras colonias. No me cabe la menor duda que encontrará pronto la solución diplomática. Quedo a la espera de instrucciones. Vale, vamos a coger esto. Por aquí no tenemos nada para recoger. A ver qué hay fuera. Por si hubiese... Vale, diría que esta era mi habitación, de hecho.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Aquí hay algo que brilla, me pareció ver.
A bazant.
¿Vale?
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to.
Vale, esto de aquí tenemos todo también. Elixir dorado, ¿vale? Por aquí no hay nada para saquear tampoco. Aquí tampoco. Estatua del Quijote. Rey. Bueno, pues a priori parece que por aquí ya hemos saqueado todo lo que se puede saquear. What? Vámonos. Vale. La siguiente debería ser nuestra habitación, entonces. Louis de Richet. Cardenal Piaggi. No sé si en esta habitación llegamos a entrar alguna vez. No. Todavía no se puede entrar en la puñetera habitación del cura. La tiene bien protegida, ¿eh? Vale, aquí nada. Esa caja no se puede abrir. Y esta es la de Washington, ¿no? Efectivamente. Vale, a ver.
Locked. president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, he can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
Estimado señor presidente, le envío mi respuesta con la mayor brevedad posible. Hablamos de este punto antes de su partida, pero veo que la situación no ha mejorado. Le pido que siga mi consejo y deje de consumir láudano de inmediato. Estoy buscando un sustituto, pero me temo que no esté dispuesto a esperar. El consumo excesivo podría afectar negativamente la posibilidad de asegurar su próximo mandato. Su adicción está perjudicando al ejercicio de sus funciones, amigo mío. Me temo que no tengo más remedio que suspender su dosis diaria. Lo lamento. Afectamente, Dr. W. Thompson. Vale, por aquí no tenemos nada. Un telescopio. Esto ya lo habíamos leído cuando vinimos a junto de él. Ah, y esto no lo cerramos. Se lo dejamos así. Qué cojonudo. Vale. Y por aquí tampoco está el señor Washington. Vale. Bueno.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Vale, gastar 2 puntos para eso me fastidia, la verdad. Pero bueno.
Louis? What are you doing in my room?
Vale. A ver, inventario, personajes. Personajes, diario era. ¿Dónde está George Washington? A ver si este hombre... Uf, no sabemos si tiene debilidades, no sabemos nada de él. Vale. Pues... protocolo, distracción... vamos a tirar por aquí a ver qué pasa. Son 2 puntos lo que me hace gastar, me cago en la leche.
I wanted to have a word with you, but just between ourselves. Here, the walls have ears.
You're right. Caution is the mother of safety. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I have decided not to follow Mortimer.
I noticed. Every man must make his own choice. What can we say? That's the political game. And you did not commit to supporting Mortimer, so there's nothing for you to feel bad about. So what can I do for you?
President Washington, I regret that my situation is contrary to yours, especially as I really do respect you.
Me too, Louis. Let us not mix business and emotion.
Understood. I've just come from a meeting with Sir Gregory and his supporters. They are all rallying against Mortimer's project.
That is to be expected.
Great Britain, the Kingdom of Spain and Sicily, the Kingdom of Prussia, the Holy Empire, the Kingdom of Portugal, of Bohemia, and of Hungary.
I know, Louis. I know. The coalition against France also gives me cause for concern. I'm certainly not saying that, on paper, Mortimer's plan seems very viable. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
Cada uno de estos puntos que cojo sé que no va a servir para asegurar el éxito de la conversación. Sin embargo, normalmente gastando esos puntos siempre sale el tic verde.
It's only natural, Louis. But you are managing rather well for a first-timer. You've chosen the wrong allies, that's all.
I hope my mother doesn't hold it against me if I made a mistake. Anyway, if Lord Mortimer does succeed, it would be no mean feat. Did he tell you what he would gain from it?
What do you mean?
Well, Mortimer's plan has been meticulously prepared for many years, I imagine.
Of that you can be sure.
It's only natural, and his plan leaves nothing to chance.
No, that's what...
He never commits his own fortune, let alone his reputation, since you're the one who takes center stage here.
In fact...
Whether he wins or loses, everything is arranged so that he comes out of it intact.
Yes,
You've got to hand it to him, though. He's a master at putting together a plan which puts himself at no risk.
That's true. Don't worry, you can trust him.
Of course. I'll bet he's invested in a river transport company on the Mississippi or somewhere like that.
It's true I had never thought about what he might have to gain. Tell me what Sir Gregory has to offer that I don't already have with Lord Mortimer.
You are a man of conviction, Mr. President. You would never make a choice that could cost the American people very dearly. If Mortimer falls, he will bring the United States down with him. Haven't the American people suffered enough?
I would never do anything that would put my people in danger.
Exactly. Therefore, choose your allies wisely, sir.
I must admit, your arguments do make sense, Louis. Louis, you've convinced me. I congratulate you for your performance.
Discordia. Un punto en política, ¿vale?
Because I didn't think it could happen.
I merely expose the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty now. You really were very good, and that's that. In any case, I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer. Allow me to take my leave.
Good night, Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Well, that's one thing out of the way. Only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Bueno, pues nos vamos a la cama. La habitación del cura y la nuestra.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily, can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Come, Louis.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position. And Duchess Hillsborough, why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he's intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Hostia. No me digas que puede ver a través de...
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
Well, you see, Monsieur Bonaparte, I would rather you'd have forgotten me for a minute. William, I am sorry, but I cannot follow you this time.
George? What?
I am against William. Please excuse me. I cannot commit the United States to such an enterprise. It's just too risky.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over!
Jacques?
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Joder, no quiero gastar los puñeteros puntos en esto. Y no puedo sacar nada de aquí. Me cago en...
Jack, calm down. You're frightening everyone. Look at yourself. This is not the real you. Come on.
Rest assured, my
¿Ves? Es que si no gastas puntos...
no danger from me.
Puta mierda de sistema. A tomar por culo. Bueno, en francés menos. Cago en diola. ¿Qué se le va a hacer?
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us praise Louis's gesture anyway. You did what you could.
Yes, it was very noble of you, Louis.
It wasn't your fault.
There was nothing else you could have done.
I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Vale, vale, vale. Seguimos sin poder equipar esto. A ver, vamos un momento aquí. A ver si hay alguno que... Distracción, persuasión. Algo que podamos subir. Tu reserva de puntos aumenta en 1. Alcanza el nivel 10. Vale, esto nada. Confrontaciones fallidas. Indiscreto. Usar observación te costará un punto de esfuerzo extra, pero consigues un punto de inquisición. Usa protocolo te costará un punto de esfuerzo extra, pero consigues... Joder, madre mía. Todo gastos. Este me da que ya no lo voy a conseguir. Vale, estas son las de cada persona. Alcanza nivel 3 las habilidades persuasión y agilidad. En lógica, ya no quedarás extenuado al dar con una inmunidad. Alcanza el nivel 3 de las habilidades persuasión y lógica. Consigue un punto de esfuerzo extra al aprovechar una vulnerabilidad. Manipulación y psicología. Bueno, mira, vamos a poner este, a ver. 1. Uno en política. Y 2 en política, venga. qué pena. Y no subimos de nivel. Con eso no podemos... Qué lástima, porque eran 4 puntos. Era importante eso. Vale. A ver qué quiere de nosotros el señor Mortimer.
Louis, I wanted to talk to you a moment about what has happened. All this is tragic, but I wanted to thank you for doing what you could.
I wasn't able to save him.
You couldn't, Louis. You mustn't blame yourself. It is not your fault.
Of course, but I thought I could help him.
I guess it was too late. Don't torture yourself. Look what you've done. I admire what you did. Who else among all these great luminaries of the modern world even raised a finger? No one. You were the only one who tried to do anything. What a waste.
What are your plans now?
What do you mean?
For the conference. After the disappearances of both Elizabeth Adams and my mother, and now the death of Mr. Perlu, I should imagine that your guests are all packing their bags.
This might come as a bit of a shock to you, perhaps because it was so difficult to bring all these figures together. But I am convinced that none of them is preparing to leave.
Are you serious?
They are all very experienced politicians, and though they are, of course, affected by the situation, they know full well that such an opportunity will not come again for a long, long time, if ever. They each represent their nation, and know full well that what is at stake here is far greater than the death of poor Monsieur Perlu. You'll see. I am confident that they will all be ready to resume the conference.
If you say so. Allow me to take my leave, please.
Of course. You ought to get some rest. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please. What a pity you didn't support me during the conference. I hope I can count on you on the day of the vote. This major project needs men like you, Louis.
And you never know, right? Maybe by then, I'll see things differently.
Well, thank you for allowing me to believe in that possibility, Louis. From here on, I shall make it my mission to persuade you to change your vote.
Be my guest. But I hope your arguments are very, very persuasive, because I'm not the only one who isn't on your side.
Oh, rest assured, I am working on it.
Very well, then. I'll see you later, my lord.
No hay nada que saquear. Vuelve a tu habitación. Veamos, por aquí hay algo, ¿no? Vale, no tiene pinta. Y no habíamos por aquí dejado nada que pudiese ser saqueable, ¿no? Que vayan añadiendo nuevo. Parece que no. Bueno. Pues nos vamos. Conste que yo me pondría más de su parte, ¿eh? Pero el hecho de que le manguen territorios a España me toca los cojones. Fíjate. Vale. Aparte, que le manguen el territorio a España para dárselo a Francia. Es como... Quítale territorios a Reino Unido. O a Gran Bretaña. Como quieran llamarle. John Walsh. Vale, nada. Vale, tenemos que dar toda la vuelta, ¿no? Porque por aquí... Aquí habíamos mirado... Vale. Vale. Y en la mesa... Vale, pues nos vamos a la habitación, pues. Habitación de Emily. Y la nuestra es la siguiente. ¿Pero qué? La madre que me parió. Vale, Manuel Godoy. Y, joder, pasé por aquí y no me di cuenta. Vale. Louis de Richet. Aquí está.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Wow. ¿Y el colega se queda solo en mi habitación? Esto no me mola. Verás que voy a tener media habitación saqueada al volver. Bueno, vamos a la habitación de Emily. A ver qué se cuece.
I do believe that's Emily's voice.
Joder, también nos cuesta punto. Sutil.
Impossible. I can't do it. There's something blocking it on the other side. I've got to find another way in.
Vale, pues tenemos que entrar por el balcón. Por el balcón de una de las habitaciones contiguas. En este caso, probablemente esta es la de Espero, si no me equivoco. Vale. Epa, ¿qué hay aquí?
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Vale, a ver. Epa.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier. It's a beautiful weapon. Luke, my dearest son.
Vale, esto ya lo habíamos leído. Vale, pues vamos para afuera entonces.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Qué carajo, ¿eh? A ver. Guante blanco, un punto de habilidad en engaño. ¿Vale? Y la habitación de Emily viene siendo esta.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Fantasía. Vale. Antes de nada...
Two coils circle the lock.
I know you inside out. Stop. We'll end up losing everything if you keep on.
Estimado Gregory, agradezco la información proporcionada. He conseguido averiguar más datos sobre los nombres que me dio. George Washington es un hombre de confianza. A pesar de su evidente talento para la política, hasta la fecha se ha comportado con decencia y honradez. Por otra parte, como puede que ya sepa, está haciendo negocios con Lord Mortimer. Será más complicado acercarse a él. Hasta hoy desconocía el nombre de Napoleón Bonaparte. Es un joven soldado francés apasionado. Mortimer vaticina un futuro prometedor para él. Consejo cautela en esta historia. Es un hombre de convicciones, lo que en mi opinión lo convierte en un objetivo potencialmente peligroso. En cuanto a Louis de Richet, ¿qué más podría decirle? Ya la conoce. Al parecer, Lord Mortimer le invitó a su mansión a propósito de un asunto en París sobre un receptor de obras de arte robadas. Hasta pronto, Duquesa Emily Fitzroy. Vale, y aquí...
Madam.
Mi señora, jamás podrá agradecer suficiente su preocupación y consideración. Estaré en deuda con usted hasta el último de mis días. Si alguna necesita de mi ayuda, no dude en pedirla. Lo referente a mi hijo William, nunca sabrá agradecer como merece que cuide de él. Conoce todos sus gustos y preferencias, se dará cuenta que la necesita desesperadamente. Por todo lo expuesto, y según lo acordado con la reina Charlotte, nuestro amigo el duque de Hillsborough cumplirá con su cometido y se reunirá con usted dentro de 6 meses. A partir de ese momento, podrá despedirse de sus carencias y necesidades. Atentamente, William Pitt, conde de Chatham. Vale. Y aquí una carta de William Pitt. Vale, esta es la misma carta. Gracias por consolar a nuestra reina. La situación del rey empeora, pero estoy convencido de que se recuperará de esta cometida. ¿Sería tan amable de pedir a su majestad la reina que estudie mi petición sobre la subida de impuestos contra el rey? Me ocuparé personalmente que nuestra nación salga de este impasse, aunque el estado mental del rey Jorge está ralentizado al tomar decisiones. Gracias de antemano por su ayuda. William Pitt. Vale, bueno, pues vamos a entrar en la habitación con lo opuesto porque no hay... Ay, aquí hay... Elixir dorado. Vamos para adelante. A ver qué pasa.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope. Right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games.
No, tío, esto no.
What? Honestly,
Cago en
don't be
Diola.
ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way! I am not Emma! Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis.
Joder, y yo sin puntos, cojonudo.
How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Tío, dale la pistola, que se maten entre ellas y un problema menos. A ver, ¿cuál es la gemela de delante y la de detrás? La de delante debe ser esta. ¿Qué me dio? No me acuerdo ni yo.
Who was with us on the wharf?
Cardinal Piaggi. He was with us from when we started traveling by ship. We arrived on the same boat. I already told her, Louis. Another question, then. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Cago en Diola. Esta es la gemela de atrás y esta es la de delante, vale. ¿Cómo nos recibió Mortimer? 4.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain...
Lady Hillsborough, inmunidad lógica. Vale, es inmune a la lógica, cojonudo. Y es vulnerable a psicología.
Wait, what happened exactly?
Well played, Louis.
Inmunidad... ¿por qué no puedo ver? Algo puso de Inquisición.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Cago en Lucifer. A ver, la gemela de delante y la de atrás. Esta es la de delante. Yo creo que la buena es esta. La que está la unía, pero yo qué coño sé. Preguntar a la gemela de delante. Yo qué sé, tío, es que no me acuerdo ya de esto. Jugarlo tan espaciado.
Do you remember if we saw each other that night or not?
Not at all. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself, for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Vamos a preguntar a la de delante. Puf, 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 puf. Requiere 3 puntos y el ámbar solo da tal. Madre mía. Nos jugamos la última bala con... ¿Dónde estábamos? Hablar sobre los objetos encontrados. Porque de esto igual sí que le hablaron, pero de los objetos no, porque es como más específico. Que por cierto, inmunidad... Vamos a ver. ¿El ojo puede que sea la lógica? Ciencias... ¿Cuál es el dibujito de la lógica? Distracción... Lingüística... Protocolo, ciencias, lógica. Distracción. Personajes. ¿Dónde está? Aquí. Inmunidad, inquisición. Cago en diola. Pues vamos a tirar por aquí, yo creo, ¿eh? Distracción, observación. Vamos a tirar por aquí, a ver. Lo que pasa es que yo tampoco me acuerdo qué fue lo que encontramos, así que...
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn. An old sheepskin that he must take for the Golden Fleece. The Bible of Judas. Property deeds as old as the hills. And a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us.
Hago en la cuna. Joder, joder, joder. Esto solo da 2 puntos. No me vale para nada.
Last night, we spent the night together. But beforehand, you insisted on talking about my choices during the conference. Why?
I beg your pardon. Louis, I did not go to see you last night.
What? Huh?
Now your true identity is exposed. What did you do? I didn't tell you everything, little sister. I never told you about this episode, so you know nothing of what happened last night between Louis and me. You dirty slut. What did you do?
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Esta es la buena. Esta es la buena.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What on earth is going on?
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's
¿Qué
going to
cojones,
arrive.
tío?
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Y despierta ahora el Capitán García. Tócate los cojones.
I'm coming in!
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
El lío. Bueno. Esto se pone cada vez más interesante. Lo vamos a dejar aquí y vamos a continuar el próximo día reuniéndonos con nuestra madre en la cripta a ver qué tiene que contarnos sobre el asunto y por qué perdió esa mano. Así que hasta la próxima.